Hello everyone. Let's see. I just got home from my run and I'm just gonna do a little at-home gym for everyone to hopefully be able to follow along with. Let's see. Normally I start gym sessions off with like a little dynamic warm-up, but because I've already run, I don't need to do that. Thank you everyone for joining. I'll start in a few minutes with a gym routine. I'm wearing all pink today, which I normally don't do, to hopefully bring a little bit of sunshine and brightness into your day. I know a lot of us are in some shelter-in places that have been mandated, so hopefully you guys can follow along with my gym routine and it'll give you a little motivation and just something to get active with. Before I start in 4 minutes, if anybody has any questions, you can type them in and I'll do a little short Q&A before I get started at 11. Otherwise, I'll just sit here and kind of smile. Actually, I need to go get my gym routine. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Everyone hopefully can hear me okay. Greetings from Austin, Texas. Awesome. Can you guys hear me okay? Stanley, Patrick may make some appearances throughout this workout. The workout's gonna be really kind of easy. I don't normally do a gym session on Saturday, so it's just gonna be kind of light. We're just gonna do some core work, some ab work, a tiny bit of leg work as well. Recommendations for shin splints and maintaining fitness running. I would say, you know, it's a lot of times running backwards and doing some strengthening of different muscles around it can help, but I've actually been blessed with no shin splint problems so far, so sorry I can't be of more help. All right, we have 80 people, so I think we're just gonna get started. So I went for a run, so how long will this take? This shouldn't, I think pretty sure it's gonna be less than 30 minutes. It's not gonna be that long. So I went for a run, so I'm already a little bit warmed up, but something I do just to kind of start my gym sessions is I just wanna make sure everything's kind of flowing and do a little bit of a dynamic warm up so that I don't pull anything. So I'm gonna start with just a knee pull. So try to stand on one leg, bring your leg up, you want your toe up, and you want to try to activate your glute as well and try to get your leg so you're standing straight up, not like over, but up. And then we'll do the other one, same thing, squeeze the glute. I'm just going to do this a couple times each side because, again, I have already run, so I'm warmed up, but I want everyone else to warm up too. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my ankle. Again, squeeze the glute to have this leg standing up straight. Other side. And when you bring your heel to your butt, try to do it while keeping your toes in plantar flexion. This will help to activate your calf instead of your hamstring when you're doing it. And then I like to do some short little touch your toes, but I have different angles. So I'm putting my toes out, down and try to touch my toes, walk forward, and this time my toes are together. Try to touch them again, and then this time I'm gonna have my feet straight. And then heels together, touch, toes together, touch, straight. Heels together, toes together, straight. Then I'm going to just do hammy kicks, which you guys have probably done before, but when I do them, I try to squeeze my core together and almost scrunch in as I reach for my toes. And my back arm, I don't want it going across my body. I want it to just come straight back, so I'm going to go kind of crunch, bring this arm back, this arm straight forward. Do that about 3 or 4 times each side. And then I also just like to do 3 or 4 side lunges just to get the body nice and warmed up so that we're ready and we're not going to pull anything. Okay, then we're going to get down on your mat, so get your mats ready. I need to set up a little bit differently so we can see this. I don't have anyone here to do my filming, you guys, and you can see I'm not great videographer. All right, that should be good. So what I'm going to start with are just some glute stuff, probably some stuff you've done before or maybe even seen me do before. I'm going to get down on my side and I'm going to try to keep my body in line from here to my knees in one line, and then I actually have my toes at 90 degrees, and we're going to do some bicycles. So I'm going to do 15 bicycles forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now I'm going to do 15 bicycles backwards. So 1, and while I'm doing this, I'm trying to keep my leg all in a straight line. I'm trying not to have it go up or down. Just want it all in that same plane. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now I'm going to do a little bit more glute work. Your glutes should be burning by the end of this. I'm going to have my arms straight. I'm going to try to get in as straight of a line as possible, all the way from my fingertips all the way down to my toes. And if you could do it like on the edge of your mat, or if you're relying on your mat, you could make sure that you're in a straight line. And what I'm going to do is lift my top leg up and come behind my leg that's on the ground and then in front. And I'm going to do this 10 times. So I go behind, up, in front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to go straight into same side. We're just going to do clamshells. So this is something that a lot of times I do with a band, but in this routine I don't do a band because by the end my glutes are very fatigued. So I'm going to do 10 clamshells in a neutral body position. And then I'm going to pretend like I have something in between my 2 knees and keep that even space. And I'm going to do reverse clamshell. So I'm going to lift my leg up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I'm going to get in the position of 90 degrees, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 10 regular clamshells and then 10 reverse. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're going to do that same thing, but on the other side. So hopefully you guys felt a little bit of a burn there. So flip over to the other side with your mat, and we're going to start with 15 bicycles forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15. Now we're gonna go reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now this next one, remember we get in a straight line as possible all the way from our toes up to our fingers. I'm going to lift the top leg and bring the foot in front of the leg that's on the ground and then in back, and we're going to do that 10 times. 1, 2. And you're trying not to move any other part of your body. You're trying to only lift your leg from your glute and make it come up and behind and in front. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're going to do 10 clamshells. 1, 2, 3. And another tip for doing clamshells is I like to think of bringing my hip bone back into the socket and then lifting while keeping my pelvis tucked so that it can really activate and isolate that glute. I've done 10, now I'm going to do 10 reverse. Whew, I'm feeling the burn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back to the 90-degree position just like we did on the other side. 10 clamshells. And again, if you can think of getting that hip back in its socket and then lifting, that can really isolate the glute. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10 reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, next we're gonna get on our hands and knees on the mat, and we're going to do donkey kicks, which is something you guys have probably done in the past. And so I'm trying to have a neutral back. So this is my back, I don't know what position you call this in. And this would be arched, kind of like the cat-cow, but you want to find just that natural arch in your back in a neutral position. And we're going to come up and do 10 donkey kicks up to the ceiling with your right, and then 10 with your left. Left side, 1, or your other side, maybe you started on your left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do one of my favorite glute exercises now, and I actually modify it. If you have really strong glutes, you don't need to modify this, but we're going to come down in a side plank. I'm going to come down in a side plank, but I'm going to be resting on my bottom leg or knee. So you want to come up like you're doing a side plank, or as I am, adjust it with your bottom leg. Bring your top leg up, and you want to point your toe up and back, and we're going to lift that top leg 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to flip to the other side. Again, you can do this if you want to do no adjustment. What you would do is you would just come up in a normal side plank, and same thing, you'd want to try to tilt that top leg back and out. But I find I have better stability, and I actually execute more and can isolate my glute better by modifying. So do whatever you're comfortable with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this next exercise I'm going to do is working on my adductors, so kind of the inside of your legs, which I think is an often under strengthened muscle. For this, we're going to get, again, kind of in a side plank, so we're going to come down. And this time you want your top leg to be the one having all of your support. So I'm going to lift up on my top leg like this and have this leg off, and I'm going to kind of come in and move my leg like this 10 times back and forth. I find this one difficult if I haven't done it recently, so do as many as you guys feel comfortable. Here we go. Up on that top leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. And this is something, if it becomes too easy, you can also put your top leg up on something when you do this. And come up, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Hopefully you guys felt the burn on that. I see people are asking questions, so I'm not going to have time to answer questions right now, but I'm just looking to make sure everyone can hear me and everything's going well. You will see me on Zwift soon. This is the perfect time to Zwift, everyone. I hope everyone can get out there on Zwift. Looking at my phone to make sure I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. All right, this next one, you don't need any equipment, but if you have something that you want to hold to make this more difficult, you can do it. A lot of times I do this next exercise with like a 4-pound med ball. Right now, I do have a 4-pound med ball. Sorry, I'm raising this. A 4-pound med ball in my basement, but I'm not gonna go get it. So I'm gonna you can either do this with nothing or you can grab anything you want. This is my son's, it's called this magic sand. It's like blue sand, which is really easy to clean up. It's great stuff, blue sand. Anyway, we're gonna work on some balance work here. So I would suggest if you have your shoes on, take them off. We wanna work on all those little muscles in your feet. And so if you're barefoot, we're able to do that. We're gonna stand on one leg and we're gonna hold something or nothing. I'll do it with nothing in case you guys have nothing. And we're going to turn from side to side 10 times. All the way to the right and all the way to the left. And we're gonna do that 10 times. All right, here we go. Stand on one foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy, I'm losing balance. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, you guys, I was not perfect at that, which just shows I need to do a little more balance work. We're gonna stay on that same foot that we've been balancing on, so I'm doing my left, so just stay on the same one that you just did the rotations with, and we're gonna come, we're gonna touch our toe in front of that foot, and then it's gonna come back behind, and we're gonna do almost like a mini squat. And then come in front, touch, behind, mini squat. We're gonna do that 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to switch sides and do the same thing on our opposite leg. I'm going to move my mat because it's a little bit easier without the soft if you do it on a harder surface. So get on that one leg, and again, we're going to have our arms outstretched, and we're going to go back and forth 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, you guys are better than me. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing with the toe, tap the toe in front, come behind for mini squats, 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work, everyone. That is definitely something, balance work, that's something that I am constantly working on and something that I really want to improve upon. Okay, now we're gonna do some hip flexor type work. So if you can find a wall, that's what we're gonna need. We're gonna need a wall that we can put our arms up against. And then we are going to do some hurdle drills. Let's see if I can get this set up. I need it back further. Just be patient with me, guys. Sorry. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to come up against a wall, and we're going to be a little bit at an angle. And now if I had a hurdle, or sometimes I use like one of Stanley's toys, what I'm gonna be doing is trying to get my leg over something. So if it helps you to have something there to kind of help guide you and know how high to get, you can do that. Or we can just pretend, which is what I'm gonna do today, is pretend I have a hurdle here. I'm gonna lean up against the wall, and I'm gonna do 10 forward, where I bring my leg back and try to come over that pretend hurdle and then come up to a high knee. All right, 10 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do that same thing, but we're going to do a backward movement over the hurdle. So we're going to go up and back, just like that. All right, 10 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more on this leg. We're going to do what Pascal, our gym coach, calls frog kicks. And so we're going to come up in that position like we're over the hurdle, and we're going to come just forward and back and trying to keep the leg on an even plane the whole time. We're going to try to do that 15 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. Now we're going to do that same thing on the opposite side. So we're going to do 10 forward on the opposite legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go backward over the hurdles 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do 15 frog, where we try to bring it up and just try to keep that leg that it could clear if we had that hurdle there. So clear it over the pretend hurdle. There we go, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nice work, everyone. Hopefully you guys are feeling that in your hip flexors. So I am now going to get back to my mat because we're going to do a little bit of core. Let me set it back up so we can see it. Let's see, what are people saying while I get set up? How's my leg after surgery? I'm so happy I had surgery, you guys. I feel like a new person to be able to run pain-free. It's been amazing. I really thank my PTs and my surgeons and everyone for being so patient with me through this process. We're gonna start core and we're gonna just do some planks, and then dead bug and a couple other exercises. So I'm gonna start with just normal plank, so straight plank. This is something that I always have to work on with my back. I try to keep it on an even level. I try to not have that arch in my back, but I'm not perfect at it, so I'm still working on it. If it's too hard to do a normal plank, some adjustments you could make is you could come up on something to have your arms higher, or you could also do a plank from your knees. So just modify as you see fit. We're gonna do about 40 seconds for this plank hold. And ready, go. I should try to answer questions while I'm doing this, but I can't see the questions. But I really appreciate everyone joining. I hope you guys have fun doing a little at-home gym since all the gyms are closed. Hopefully doing it together as a community online is something fun for everyone to do. That was 30 seconds, so we have 10 more seconds. Nice work. All right, we're gonna take 20 seconds off and then we're gonna do side plank. So pick whatever side you wanna do first. We'll be starting that in 10 seconds, everyone. And again, you can modify this by having your knees down, or you can do it full. Ready, go. With your legs and just your feet on the ground. We're gonna go 40 seconds again, and then we'll take 20 seconds off and we'll do our other side for the side plank. And then we're gonna go through those 3 planks again, but we're gonna do them with some movements. 10 seconds. And rest. We're going to switch to the other side. Somebody said they're on the bike trainer. I don't know how they're on the bike trainer and doing core, but maybe they're just saying hi. All right, everyone, and here we go. Other side. 40 seconds. So this morning I was able to get out for a run, and then the rest of the day I'll probably just, Pat's gonna cook, I think, tacos for lunch. He bought all these avocados like over a week ago, and they finally are ripe, but now we have 4 avocados that need to be eaten, so lots of guacamole, and we have a lot of chips. Pat bought so many chips at the store too. All right, and rest. And then we're gonna go back to the forward plank, but this time we're gonna do it with movements, and I'll go through a couple different movements that you can do, and you guys can just kind of pick whatever you think. There's also a variety where you can do, instead of your arms forward, you can do them crossed or out. That make it more difficult, but here we go. Up, everyone. And so you can just kind of rock back and forth for a movement, where you just go over your arms and back. You can do up, like I can't think what this is called right now. But you bring your glute up to the ceiling and then come back down. You can do like a mountain climber where you come up and bring your leg up. I kind of prefer the rocking. Again, you can do your arms in different ways to make it more difficult as well. All right, stop. That was 40 seconds. And now we're going to do another side plank, and this time we're going to do side planks with movements. The movements will be, we're going to drop our hip. We're going to rotate our torso. Oh boy, 20 seconds goes quick, everyone. Ever ready? Go. Up we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop our hips down and up. Do that 10 times. And then we're going to rotate our shoulders forward and back. Oh, I fell because I looked at my watch. Sorry, everyone. And then we're going to bring our arm up and try to come under and thread the needle. And you can kind of bring your hips up when you do this as well. And that's it. Rest and come to the other side, and we'll do that same thing on the left side. Whew. In 5. And come up. And again, we're going to drop the hips 10 times. Now we're going to rotate the torso 10 times. And then lastly, we're going to do thread the needle until time is up. You have 10 seconds. All right, nice work, everyone. Okay, this next exercise is one of my favorite ab exercises, and I've showed it before, I think on like my 5 essential core exercises, but it's with a physio ball, but I'm trying to do this whole routine with no gym equipment. So I'm just gonna use, this is an end table that my dad made out of a tree that they had, which is pretty cool. So I could use this, I could use the couch, I could use anything, you could even use just anything that's around like a couple feet high, I'd say. So we're gonna get on that, and we're gonna do a plank up on this, and then we're gonna bring one knee up and hold, and then we're gonna do the other side. And we're gonna do that 10 times each leg. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually counting singles, so we're gonna do this 20 times. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one. All right, nice work, everyone. We're gonna come back down to our mat, and we're gonna come in the hands and knees position. We're gonna try to get that neutral back position, and for this one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach out our opposite hand and foot, and we're gonna try to push our foot and hand. We're gonna pretend like we're pushing them against walls on each side and trying to make them go as far away from possible from each other as you can, and we'll hold that for about 10 seconds, and then we'll switch sides. So everyone ready? Ready? Go. And something you can do to make this harder is your leg that's on the ground, lift that toe up and off the ground. All right, and rest. We're gonna do the other side. Ready? Lift. Push, 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 push. Push that heel into that pretend wall and push your hand or fist into the pretend wall in front of you. You want to try to get them as far away from each other as possible, and this will activate your core. Rest, and other side, 10 seconds, push, 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 push. And down, other side, ready, go. Push, 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 push. Activate that core. Down, we're gonna do one more each side. And up. And one more time, opposite side. Here we go, last one. Nice work, everyone. Oh, hi, family. Come on in.
Yeah, first thing we gotta do though.
Oh, they gotta wash their hands when they come inside, so there might be some crying in the background. All right, now we're gonna do dead bug, which I also really enjoy. So you're gonna get.
There was Spider-Man across the street.
Spider-Man was outside, you guys. That's incredible.
Wash my foot.
Somebody was in a costume?
Yep, in a Spider-Man suit.
Wow, somebody was in a Spider-Man suit outside. That will bring kids joy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get down on your back like this, and we're gonna slowly lower the opposite knee, or the opposite foot, and the opposite hand down, and come back up. I love Spider-Man suits. And we're gonna do this 10 times. Ready? Go. I love Spider-Man. Did he wave to you, Stanley?
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's so nice of him. Was he a kid or was he big?
He was big.
Oh, he was big.
He was big than me.
He was bigger than you?
Yes, he was.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
And I'm going to wash the eye. I'm going to wash the eye by myself. I need to have candy. He's going to wash the eye back.
Oh, Stanley said he needs some candy. Why don't you come join me?
No.
No? Hey, I have some surprises in your blue stand for you. All right, guys, we're gonna get to our leg series, which is real quick, and then we're gonna be done. Hopefully Stanley will last for these couple minutes. We're just gonna stand up, and we're gonna do a little squat jump series. So we're gonna do 10 times of, oh boy, what's Stanley doing? He's having fun over there. All right, playing some songs. All right, hopefully they have a dance party. That's a good exercise too. So we're gonna start and we're gonna do 10 body squats. So we just come down and up. So everyone, here we go, 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna get in a lunge position and we're gonna do, we're just gonna go up and down 10 times in a lunge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, lunge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna go back to the first side like we're doing a lunge, but this time instead of lunging, we're going to jump up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides, same thing, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna jump side to side, kind of like skiers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up, jump over, and then the other side. You guys ready? 10 times. Each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. going to do 10 jump squats. So come down and jump up 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to do that whole thing again. But in between, we're just going to, if your heart rate's up, let your heart rate come down a little bit. And I'm going to do one of my exercises that is actually from my PT that I've done after having surgery. It's we call it the 12 o'clock lunge. It's not really a lunge, but we come out as far as I can, stand on one foot, and reach as far as I can, and touch my heel as far as I can in front of me, and bending my other leg. And this just kind of works your calf and a little bit of all the peroneals and soleus and things like that. So I'll do that 10 times each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go back and do that leg series with the squats and lunges and the lunge jumps and all that. And then after that, that's it, you guys. It's a little bit longer than 30 minutes. I will take a couple questions when we're done with going through this series one more time. And then I'm going to have lunch. So, everyone ready? 10 squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do a lunge 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to the other side, and we're going to do the jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is a routine you can do as well with weights if you wanted. You could be holding them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I think it's a good enough workout without the weights. All right, now we're going to do the skaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, guys, almost done. 10 jump squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions. I can answer them for a minute or two if I see any. Let's see. I really appreciate you guys joining. Hopefully, Lily, you liked it. Also, comment in the comments below if you enjoyed it and if you want me to do this, once a week during this time. I can continue to do some of my workouts that I do here at home anyway. All I have to do is turn on this. I know it's not high quality, but it is something I'm doing anyway, so it's easy to record. I'm so glad this was helpful, Jonathan. Thank you. Yes, I know it's hard to be at home. A lot of gyms aren't open, and a lot of times we think we need gym equipment, but a lot of times we can do it at home without gym equipment. What did I have for breakfast this morning? I actually had steel-cut oats. I've been testing a lot of steel-cut oat energy bites lately that I think I'm going to do a YouTube episode on, so hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. Have I dialed back my training intensity? I haven't. I still did 2 workouts this week. I know that there's no races on the schedule, and that's incredibly frustrating. But for me, I've also had some time off with surgery, and coming back took me a little bit longer than I thought, and I finally feel race ready. And so we're just going to try to keep continuing to build on that. What's the biggest unexpected positive that's come out of self-quarantine? What do you think, Pat?
Time together and then seeing so many other people exercising out in our neighborhood.
That's for sure. Yeah, seeing so many people out and about exercising, going for walks. I saw this family of 5 running the other day, the mom, the dad, 3 kids, and I just thought it was amazing. And I was like, everyone's out and about. It really, it's good to see people being active and healthy. How have I come back mentally from an injury? You know, I have a kind of an episode on this, but it's really tough to go through. I felt like I was inadequate at the time. I wasn't able to do my job properly. But now that I'm back training and feel like I'm actually progressing and I'm race ready, I feel like it's been a lot easier mentally. But, you know, it's definitely a struggle. It's one of the hardest things about sport. Grace, you'll have to come back and rewatch the beginning. Hopefully you liked it. How long do I wait after eating before going for a run? So I actually, with oatmeal, I just touch my face. That's one thing I've learned about COVID. I touch my face way too much. I've learned that oats are really easy on my stomach, so I could actually go for a run maybe like 5 minutes after eating oatmeal. But when I have a high intensity run, I normally wait at least an hour. And race, I try to eat about 3 hours before my race, and then have snacks like a scratch bar or chews right before the race to keep me fueled. How often do I get in the gym? So I normally, if the gym is open, our group meets 3 times a week for structured core, and you can actually follow along on a different episode. Me and Colleen Quigley walk you through one of those gym routines. But I then also do PT and some other light, maybe 5 minutes of core on the other days when we aren't meeting. What are social distancing rules during a run outside? So social distancing means trying to stay away from other people. So you're running by yourself. If you see somebody across the street, you always want to say what they're saying. What I've heard on the media is 6 feet away. So I just run around. If I see an old couple, I take especially and really cross the street, get as far away as possible. I just really don't want to have any risk of infecting someone, especially when they're high risk. So you can still, for me, I can still run. It's just a lot more by myself, I guess. All right, everyone. I'll answer this one last question from Jonathan, and then I'm going to take a shower, and I'm going to have some lunch with my family. Do I prefer fewer larger meals or smaller sized meals when in a training block? I normally have 3 large meals in a big training block, and then I also have 3 snacks as well. So I kind of do both, or I do large meals and then snacks as well. When I'm in heavy training, when you're running, 90, 100 miles a week, your body just kind of burns through that fuel really quickly. So yeah, thank you so much for joining, you guys. How many miles did I run before this workout? So I this morning went out and did 8 miles. Saturdays are my easy day. It's normally my least amount of mileage. Normally I do at least 9 miles in the morning and then an afternoon run, but today it's just easy 8. Quick gym session and spend some time with my family. Get ready for a hard long run tomorrow. So thank you for joining you all. Hopefully you have a great afternoon. I now need to figure out how to end this, so give me a second. Pat, how do you think you end this? Can you help me?
Is there an X?
Yeah, you think I just exit out?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Bye, everyone.